Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gert Retief, and tonight we are talking part 2 of a series of blended whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey, cheap blended Scotch whiskey. You know, it's the end of the month here in Belgium and we don't always have the money to buy that higher end whiskies, that age statement whiskies, and sometimes you have to humble yourself and buy something that is cheap as chips. This one, €18, 15, so very cheap for a whiskey indeed. 40% ABV, not natural color, probably not chill filtered. What am I talking tonight? Famous Grouse, and I'm quite excited. Now this is also something of my, heritage, my pre-25 days, a whiskey that was affordable in South Africa, a whiskey that my dad was also fond of, and sometimes he would have a little bit in the cupboard. He had this fantastic wooden cupboard with all the different whiskies that he bought. My previous video we talked about White Horse, a nice, gentle, friendly whiskey for a budget conscious person. Next one, of course, we're talking about this Famous Grouse blended Scotch whiskey, 40% ABV. It is the finest Scotch whiskey, expertly blended and matured in seasoned oak cask for a rich, rounded sweetness. And of course at the back there is some writing as well. Unfortunately the eyes are not that good, but if you want to, there's a QR code for you. You can do a quick scan and you get more information on this whiskey. I like this idea. You don't have a lot of space on the label. Slap a QR code on it. Cheap, $18.50. Let's give it a nosing and tasting and see if it is a nice one still. Nice screw top. And I really don't mind it. Color wise, you can see about the same as my previous White Horse color wise, a little golden color to it. There's not a lot of viscosity in it. Nothing really sticks to the glass, quick fast legs and it's gone. But nose wise, wow, that is kind of interesting. For me it's a lot more bolder than the White Horse. There's also that feels like there's a little bit of a smoke in it. There's a little bit of a, almost like a rubbery note. That reminds me of a Pedro Ximénez, ex-Pedro Ximénez cask, that you get a little bit of that rubber note. I definitely get that. Not unpleasant, little old tire air coming out. That goes away quite fast. When the sweetness comes in, not an overly sweet whiskey. Little the raisins coming through, but that the tire air, quite a strange one. I cannot remember that one, or maybe it just pushed out. Quite an interesting one. Definitely much bolder than the White Horse. I get a little bit of a chocolate note, maybe a little dark chocolate note. Hint of vanilla. A hint of a toffee note. Maybe a little bit of a coffee note. But right at the back is a little bit of a oaky coffee note. On the taste, cheers. Oh. Wow, the taste is quite pleasant. It's quite a sweet whiskey. From the nose to the taste, I think I dialed it up maybe 1 or 2 notches. quite sweet. A toffee note, that little chocolatey note, a little milk chocolate note. Let me try again. Again, it is just a pleasant whiskey. And it is, well, a budget-friendly whiskey that I think will be working well as a mixture. Maybe a little bit of a Negroni, a highball, definitely going to be quite fun in this one. Let me try again. It is a nice bold flavor. And I was a little bit worried about that little tire note, that rubber note, but on the taste, wow, quite interesting. Oh my word, but it goes down like water. Definitely something that I would recommend. This is a type of whiskey that you can share with your friends, even the non-whiskey drinker friends, for a little bit of a tasting tour through the history of whiskey. Start with the cheapy ones, and then you work your way up to the expensive ones to show them the contrast. Definitely something that I would recommend to give a go. Last try. There's no alcohol burn. That 40% drinks like 35% for me. I'm used to the high ABV stuff. It's a little mouth-watering actually, something that I keep on going back. So definitely a whiskey that I would, well, give it a go. And of course, I'm sure most of my subscribers and friends have tried it. And let me know in the comment, what do you think? Is it something that you would recommend for a beginner? Is it something that you would recommend somebody that start a whiskey and not sure? What are your thoughts? Are you still buying it? Is it in your bar as a little bit of a no-nonsense, no bullshit whiskey, just a whiskey that you can enjoy every now and again? For me, definitely one that I would try again and again and again. And it's going to have a proud place here on the bar. I'm not that big of a whiskey snob, so I don't mind doing a cheap blend. Last sip. Definitely something that I recommend. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. The next video will drop soon, and that will be the last one on the budget series, a cheap whiskey, cheap blended whiskey. So see you next time. Cheers.